Found Round, we love to share all the great things for families to do around Australia. This year, we were looking for fresh faces and new ideas for experiences. From thousands of entries, we've chosen 20 families to adventure with us for 12 months. We'll share their stories to give you inspiration for your next family holiday. Welcome to Found Round's Families of Australia. Hi and welcome to another awesome episode of Found Round's Families of Australia, where our families are busy testing activities and attractions all around Australia, and you get all of the fun and excitement without having to lift a finger. In this Culture Capers episode, going underground in the Outback, a giant drop
let's tempt fate.
in country Victoria, and in Perth, prison time for the gossips.
It's super dark there.
But first, the Joyce family from Queensland's Gold Coast have a very sweet treat in store.
Hi, I'm Stephen.
Hi, I'm Angela.
I'm Abigail.
I'm Annabelle.
I'm Lucinda.
I'm Evie.
And I'm Ben. And we are the Joyce family.
And we're from the Gold Coast.
What we first did when we arrived at Tropical Fruit World was go straight into a very informative session about a number of different tropical fruits that exist here at Tropical Fruit World. I learnt a lot of interesting facts.
Then afterwards we went up and we got to taste all these different fruits that I personally have never tasted before. Some of them were really good, some of them were quite sour. Yeah, but they tasted really nice. They were good.
And one particular fruit was the Davidson plum. It's probably one of the most sour plums that you would taste in your life.
It's really sour.
It was diabolical.
So the next thing we did was we headed out on a tractor ride, which was a tour around the whole farm.
And we had a tour guide telling us all these facts about the different fruits and all the different parts of Tropical Fruit World.
The next thing we did was the river cruise.
It was a really relaxing ride that was quite fun.
We got to feed the ducks that would float around. Quite a lot of them followed us, so we got a piece of bread and we got to feed them.
And then there was a fantastic train ride on the island.
It was quite short, but it was cool how we got to go right around the island and see all the different parts of it.
It just astounded us that this amazing place was on our doorstep, and it was fantastic.
Next up, we're heading to Queensland's Outback for an underground adventure at Mount Isa.
Hi, my name's Emerson. Hi, my name's Max. Hi, my name's Scarlett. And we live in Mount Isa.
One of the most popular attractions is the Hard Times Mine Tour. Travel deep below the surface and discover what life was like for the early miners. You can even use some of the equipment and see how the tunnels are formed and shaped. But don't expect to strike it rich. Hard Times is just a replica mine, although a very impressive one. Still in Queensland, we're heading to Cairns, where the Eden family are visiting Kuranda.
G'day, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Amy.
Hi, I'm Ellie and I'm 8 years old. Hi, I'm Will and I'm 6 years old.
And we are the Eden family from
Cairns!
Kuranda's easy to go and see. I mean, it's just up the hill from Cairns. You can catch the Skyrail, you can drive, you can grab the train.
There's so much to see in Kuranda. Nice and relaxed, heaps of fun for the kids.
Kuranda's famous for its street markets. They've got everything there from souvenirs to relics of crocodile teeth and
Food.
koala claws.
The kids loved the locals playing the didgeridoo. So after walking through the markets and having a bit of a look there, we sat down and had some lunch. Good opportunity to recharge the batteries for the afternoon.
Really good fun things for the kids to do. They particularly love the park, the koala gardens and having a cuddle with the koala, and the butterfly sanctuary.
Kids should come to Kuranda because it's very exciting. It's got the best ice cream and friendly people. We had such a good time today at Coranda. And you will too. Come check it out yourself.
Next up, we're heading to Victoria and the capital of cool, Melbourne.
Hi, my name's Charlie. This is my sister called Imi. And this is my mum called Kate. We are the Nelson family and we are from Melbourne. Today we are at Acme in Penn Square.
Actually, it's an awesome place for families because Screen World's exhibition is free, so you can come anytime you want. The Wallace Gromit exhibition is fantastic for families. It's really fun to sort of share that with the children.
And it's cool how they have so many little details that you only see for like 3 seconds.
Kids loved making stop motion movies in the little gallery space at the very end, so they can make their own version. Acme is super easy to access and it's indoors, so it doesn't matter what the temperature is outside. You can always have fun at Acme.
I think it was really cool because there's lots of activities to do and you can stay here all day. So this afternoon we went to Art Boat in Dockland. Art Boat is a place where there are lots of backgrounds, and if you stand in the right spot, when you take a photo, the photo looks like it's 3D.
It's really fun, interactive art activities with kids. And there was literally hundreds of different pictures and ways that we could be silly in them. We had lots of laughs. King Kong is always a favourite. There was also another one where they were inside a light bulb. There was another one which made it look like they were inside the bubble itself. When you see it in the true perspective, it doesn't look like much, but when you see it through the lens of the camera, sort of with all the perspectives lined up, they just look amazing. It's really cool.
My favourite thing was the chair because it was that small. It's humongous. I like all the backgrounds because it looks really cool.
If you have a light-hearted approach to life, I think anyone could enjoy it no matter what the age. So.
Still in Victoria, if your family are after beach or surf action, why not head to Geelong? Yes, I got it.
Hi, we're the Roberts family and we're from Geelong.
I'm Ruby Jane and these are my brothers Zebby and Bailey. This is my mum Debbie and my dad Adrian.
Today we're at the National Wool Museum.
Don't pick his nose.
The National Wool Museum has wool and carpets and displays of sheep. It was interesting seeing how carpet was made in the olden days with the machine and the history about it, about sheep and sheep wool and how they used to shear sheep and clear the sheep's wool in the olden days and what they did with it. The wool smells like sheep and mud and dirt.
I liked seeing the carpet because it was interesting.
The first thing that we saw was a really cool exhibition on handmade scarves.
Made by school students.
We think it's fun,
Exciting.
interesting.
If you come to Geelong, you have to come and visit the Wool Museum. We give it 10 out of 10. 10.
We are at the Geelong Library and Heritage Centre.
Here is robots. We're at the Heritage Centre and you can do research on Geelong. My favourite thing is read books and play with the robots.
Our next story comes from the historic gold rush town of Bendigo, but the O'Briens are checking out one of the city's more modern activities.
Hi, I'm Joan.
Hi, I'm Imogen. Hi, I'm Caitlin.
And hi, I'm Chris. Today we're going to go and explore Bendigo. Come with us. Today we went to the Discovery Centre and did lots of exploring there with the kids.
At the Discovery Centre really enjoyed the musical experiments, and one of them was on a giant piano that she got to play with her feet and played some great music for a couple of minutes along that.
Let's tempt fate. And one of the best things there was the vertical slide, which was a lot of fun. Once we got used to the idea of dropping down from that height, and enjoyed some of the optical illusions and also in the house that distorted how tall you are.
Okay, come a little bit closer to the window, Chris.
My favourite thing about today was seeing the mirror maze and also going in a fruit bowl so that you couldn't see my legs.
We had a great time there. We were there for hours and really could spend a whole morning there, enjoyed it a lot.
So overall today was just a really great family experience, and I think that's one of the great things about Bendigo is how much it does offer for families to come and visit. We only really got to scratch the surface today by going to the Discovery Centre, so we'll look forward to you joining us next time, the next time we're around Bendigo.
Australia's largest inland city is Canberra, and it's also home to the Mitchells. Today they're visiting some rather unusual local attractions. Check it out.
Hi, we're the Mitchell family and we live in Canberra. Today we're at Cockington Green.
All the buildings are real, so they're based on real buildings in the world. Most of them are from England. In the sculptures were like little people and characters in there, like hidden, and you had to try and find them, and that was fun.
There were like castles and sometimes there was Minecraft. I really like the international part.
My favourite thing today was all of the toy trains and the train ride.
It was fun.
Ooh, I'm gonna get this. Look, 10 out of 10. Woo, 10 out of 10. We're at the National Dinosaur Museum. There was bones and fossils and replicas of dinosaurs.
There were geo rocks and gems as well.
It would be good to go here, but you may get scared because the dinosaurs make sounds and move.
Next up, we're sending one of our families behind bars. But don't worry, they're not in trouble. At least I don't think so.
Hi, I'm Shaylee.
And we are
Today we were at Fremantle Prison.
Fremantle Prison was interesting.
I was very impressed with the Fremantle Prison tour.
Why did they get their own room?
They got their own cell. I'm going to show you.
The children would have pretty much hooked on every word.
We had a guided tour throughout the prisoner barracks, and I found the paintings in the prisoner cells really cool.
My favourite part of the day was Fremantle Prison. It was exciting.
We had a lovely day at the Maritime Museum today.
In the Maritime Museum there was lots of interesting things to look at.
We went to the Maritime Museum last, and we went on an Oberon class submarine.
The submarine tour was great. Didn't realise how cramped it was inside, and there's so many different gauges and different nooks and crannies all the way through the submarine. Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
The submarine was cool.
Yeah, we probably could have spent a bit longer to take it all in because, yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff in there.
I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Well, that's just about it for today. I can't wait to get out and try all the activities our families have shown us today. On our next episode of Ban Brown's Families of Australia, hitting the hinterland in the Gold Coast.
Can we come back? It's so much fun.
Gliding above the rainforest in Cairns.
Some of the trees were huge.
And stepping back in time on Bendigo's talking tram.
A great tram that the local ladies have crocheted.
See you next time.